The gates are gone. Gate arm sales have plummeted. And what's funny, because when you drive in, you see all the equipment gone. And I said, you go into this garage, it's jammed. There's Q codes all over the walls, and people are paying. Revenue. That's what stood out the most since we started with AirGarage. My name is Larry Spada. I am the operations manager for Extended 28 LLC of Newark, New Jersey. Our portfolio consists of parking facilities. We were managing them very difficultly. We had a lot of payroll, a lot of personnel, and a lot of insurance, and a lot of aggravation. There were no pros with parking attendants. Nobody wins. They sit there for 5 hours with nothing to do, and then they have to run crazy for an hour and a half in the morning and crazy for an hour and a half in the afternoon. With the President Street lot in Baltimore, we didn't staff it. It was a high-risk area. There's too much cash on the lot. I theoretically couldn't take the responsibility of a hurt employee not giving up the cash because we didn't staff it. We just weren't collecting the revenue. Technology finally got real for managing parking lots efficiently. The other options we looked at quite intensely, but what brought the interest over to AirGarage was that capital that they raised. The other thing is I did go to 4 of their sites anonymously, and I did see their men walking around taking inventory. The lots looked pretty clean. They gave me a good enough reference base to call and get validation from those clients that the system worked. AirGarage, we started with the President Street lot in Baltimore. They came in, they put the signs up real quick. The only thing that's there are the old pedestals. There's no attendant, you pay through the phone. I was out there the day of operations, and I was very impressed with how quickly a customer took their cell phone and learned how to use the app without any issue whatsoever. AirGarage was able to capture all of the business that we weren't capturing because this removed all that fear. No problems of a robbery or a theft or any dangers to the parking attendants. On that President Street lot, they did well there, and then Newark opened up, Jersey Street, and also into Commerce Street. Revenue on that President Street lot went up 5 to 6 times. Newark, New Jersey, that at least went up 3 times. Commerce Street, that went up a little more than 3 times. And the expenses dropped by at least 40%. So it was a double bonus. Commerce Street is a very interesting situation. When we had to staff it, it didn't pay to keep a man there on weekends and nights. We removed 18 lifts, which is roughly 50%, and revenue went up by 300%. And that's primarily because the parking lots became 24/7. Because we don't have to staff it. No employees, and we capture all of that revenue. You couldn't get 24/7 putting a man out there and getting that number. The other thing is it reduced grief of customer claims because we don't take keys anymore. So that removes all of the insurance consequences. And the other thing was we don't have to worry about if someone's on site. The computers are there, the cameras are there, and so are the cell phones that the customers walk around with. Somehow AirGarage knows what the correct rate is because it's too expensive with the other lots. They see ours and they grab it. We could never really do that because we don't have access to data. Somehow AirGarage came up with the number and it's paying off. It's a very easy decision. All you have to do is wake up today and know everyone's using the phone to pay things. And everyone knows in operations, one of the most expensive components is payroll. If you're serious about your business, you have to be ahead of the curve. Make parking a more efficient function as opposed to a dinosaur operation.